So friends, in the previous part we tried to understand what is electric field. So this is quick revision what we have understood in the previous part, say electric field introduction. So whenever you put a positive charge somewhere in a space, there is an effect around us called electric field, that is outward direction for the positive charge, okay, and for same negative charge the electric field is in inwards or say in ingoing direction. So this is what we have illustrated in the previous part. Furthermore, we have understood that the electric field, it is somewhat force per unit charge, force per unit charge. This unit charge, say q naught, it is called test charge, and this test charge must be 1 coulomb every time. Okay, it is positive 1 coulomb charge, and the force on this unit charge, it is called electric field. So furthermore, we have tried to derive equation which is k for any charge q, it is kq by r square, the electric field. Okay, it is very much similar to that gravitational intensity. This is electric intensity or electric field. So the unit for the electric field we try to understand, which is Newton per coulomb for the first chapter, and from later on from second chapter we will use another unit called volt per meter. Okay, so must remember these are the units. Okay friends, so the electric field, when we try to find electric field, only thing that you have to remember is the electric field that discussed so far here until this point, it is about point charge. Whenever we are asked to find the electric field, there must be a point charge, say q, and we are asked to find the electric field at this point, say p. Suppose we are asked to find electric field due to capital Q at point P, then we have to assume a positive unit charge placed here, and then if the positive Q charge applies force on this unit charge in this direction, then it is simply our electric field. So all you have to do is imagine. Must remember, I put in 110%. Must remember, whenever we need to find electric field, we have to assume unit positive charge at that point. Okay, so second thing, the second thing is the electric field is vector quantity, just like force, because it is a force on unit positive charge. So because of this is a vector quantity, we have to understand the direction and the nature of the calculation. Suppose here is the square, and we are given for identical charges on the corner, say q, 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 they are same in magnitude q. These identical charges are placed on the corner, and say find the electric field at the center. Suppose this is MCQ for our case. Find the electric field at the center. Just go back to our discussion of force. What we have discussed in the force, the force of the force on the charge placed at the center 0. You remember, if we put 4 charges, 5 charges, or say identical charges on every corner, then the force on the center will be 0. Exactly like that, here the electric field will be 0. How is so? So to understand that, suppose this charge provides electric field here in this direction. How? Because we have assumed positive charge here. So, this positive charge apply repulsive force here. This positive charge applies repulsive force in this direction, similar E. This positive charge applies force in this direction, since it is the electric field E, and this charge applies force, hence the electric field in this direction. So, you see these are the same electric field in opposite direction, like this electric field has been nullified or cancelled by the opposite direction. Similarly, this electric field is cancelled by the opposite direction, hence the total electric field in this case is 0. So, this kind of MCQs we will have to face in future. So, we will take care and we will remember that it is vector quantity and some measures must be taken into account. So, I have provided you the PDF in the group. So, I hope that PDF you must have. In that PDF you will find some useful examples, illustrations. The first illustration that is useful, it is this. Okay, this is just to understand, for electric charges plus q minus q are respectively placed on the vertices A, B, C, D of the square here, positive, negative minus q. So, these are the 4 charges. The length of the square is A, so the side is A, okay, and they calculate intensity of resultant electric field. Now, we have to find the resultant electric field. So, let us be quick and solve the illustration. Suppose we have a square here, okay, this is a fine one, and suppose we have placed 4 charges here on the vertices. Say this is the positive charge q, this is the positive charge q, these are 2 negative charge in the below corner. Say this is the vertex A, B, C and D, okay, and we are asked to find where? At the center. We want to find electric field at the center, okay. So, be quick and just look at this. We are provided that the side of the square is A, okay. So, the distance from the vertex to the center, you know how much will it be? Okay, to understand that, suppose we draw a full line, then this is the right angle triangle, and according to Pythagoras theorem, if one side is A, another A, then hypotenuse will be root 2a. This will be the hypotenuse, okay, this length AC length. But we are interested to find the half length, then this length is root 2a by 2. Okay, say this is the distance r, which is root 2a by 2. So, this is a common sense, so I will not go very deep in this, because you can identify this is the distance. Now, because of this charge placed on A, we will have electric field in this direction. Okay, how is so? Because we have assumed positive charge here, and this positive charge will provide repulsive force. That in our case K, the charge, it is Q by R square. So, R is the distance, okay. But remember, this distance is otherwise called root 2a by 2, but we will use that later to avoid complexity. So, this is the electric field in this direction, K Q by R square, okay. Similarly, due to this charge on B, we will have electric field in this direction. So it is because of charge on B, so say it is EB. So EB will be also KQ by R square. So it is just like EA, KQ by R square, so it is also EB. Okay, so you can also understand this is the electric field KQ by R square, similar distance, and so and so. Now the electric field because of the charge C, say C. Okay, so the electric field because of charge C, so charge C is negative, so we have assumed that the positive charge is placed on the center, hence our negative charge will attract, so the electric field because of C will be in this direction, if you can remember, because of attractive force. So it is EC, and the value of EC will be also same, KQ by R square. Okay, what about the negative sign? I have told you never use sign during scalar calculations. Here we are carrying scalar calculations, hence we are not considering sign in our calculations. Negative signs in every equation will be used if we use vector calculation or something like that, but for simple and scalar calculations we will not use that. Similarly, because of the negative charge on D, we will have electric field in this direction, this is the ED. Okay, so this will be also KQ by R square, so it is just like EC and ED, they are all same amount of electric field. So now just say it is all E, because EA, EB, EC, ED, they are same in magnitude, same in value, so say it is E. So now we have two E vectors in this direction. Okay, let me simplify this. Suppose we have two E vectors in this direction, EA and EC, so two E vector in this direction, so it is 2E in this direction. We have two E vectors, EB and ED, in this direction, hence 2E vector is in this direction, 2E. Okay, and the 19 degrees angle between them. So the resultant vector, you remember from the 11th standard, the resultant vector can be found, suppose the resultant vector is E dash, then it is, you know, under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, but it is 90 degrees, so we don't need that cos theta term, so a square, so here is the vector 2e square, which is as a square. Okay, this is from the 11th standard, so just don't bother. Here is the 2e vector, so 2e square. Okay, so it is 2 times 2e square. Okay, hence it is under root 2, it is under root 2, 2 square, square root get cancelled, hence 2e. So this is the answer, but we have to put the value of e, which is root 2, 2e की वैल्यू होगी के क्यू बाय आर स्क्वायर, हमने पहले ही बात की इसकी. अभी तक आर की वैल्यू जो है वो भी इनपुट करनी है, तो आर की वैल्यू जो होगी, चलो ये लिख देते हैं 2, ये लिख देते हैं रूट 2. ओके, के क्यू एंड आर की वैल्यू क्या थी आपको मालूम होगी, वो थी रूट 2a बाई 2. मैंने पहले बताया था रूट 2a आर की वैल्यू फ्रॉम द कॉर्नर टू द सेंटर, सो उसकी वैल्यू हम इनपुट कर देते हैं. सो रूट 2a बाय 2 स्क्वायर्ड. नाउ यू कैन सिंप्लीफाई द इक्वेशन. रूट 2 इधर है, a इधर है, 2 जो है उसका स्क्वायर वो 4 होगा, ऊपर जाएगा, सो बनेगा 8 रूट 2. ओके, के क्यू बाय रूट 2 का स्क्वायर, तो 2a स्क्वायर, 2 gets cancelled. So this is the answer. So answer, that doesn't matter what is the answer, but the calculation and the ideas, what ideas we have used here, it is our main concern, our answer. So the idea always matter. Okay, so in the next time if we use such MCQs, then we will understand. Okay, this illustration we will have in our chapter, our syllabus, so we will skip for now, but we should go for the next topic, the IMP topic. Okay, this is the another most IMP topic of the chapter. So electric dipole. So first thing we understand what is called electric dipole. So friends, the single charge in this space is hardly impossible to attain. Okay, because in practical life we will have bunch of the charges, okay, or say the whole distribution of the charges, but we will not have single charge, only a single charge on a space. That is hardly possible. So in most cases like you see in your chemistry, so we will have many charges, a system of charges, or at least the pair of two charges, say positive and negative charges. If these two charge, the pair of two charge in this system, one charge is say Q and another charge is also in same magnitude but of negative sign, so minus Q, then this system has two pole. This is the positive pole, this is the negative pole, hence it is called dipole. You know, mono, that stands for one, single; di, that stands for two; tri, tetra. Sorry, I have been interrupted and video has been continued. So we have been discussing that the dipole in which we will have two pole, say positive Q minus Q, but must remember that in this case we will have same magnitude. Say this is a 2 microcoulomb charge of positive sign, okay, then this must be minus 2 microcoulomb charge of negative sign. Okay, so the value must be same, like 2 microcoulomb in each case. It is positive, it is negative, then this system is called the dipole. Okay, so in the dipole we have to identify the dipole. Suppose in chemistry you see the H2O molecule, we have two H atoms here and O atom here. Here is a positive charge for the H atom and minus 2 negative charge for the O atom. Then this is the dipole, this simple dipole, but to understand we have to first go through few things. So to understand the strength of dipole, to determine what is called dipole, we need a quantity, a brand new quantity that can give us idea how to understand the dipole. That quantity is called dipole moment. It is called, so we need a new quantity called dipole moment. Using this we will identify the strength of the dipole moment. So dipole moment, it is identified or denoted by P. Okay, P is equal to, we will require any of one value from these two charges. You see, they have same value, it is just opposite signs but value is same, so we will require one of this value, so it is Q. So this will give us idea of how much value in each case of the charge, into we require distance between them. Okay, so distance we usually use r, so we also can use r. So this is the dipole moment, just simple dipole moment. So dipole moment gives us idea that how much charge in the system, and what is the distance between them. Okay, that gives us the strength. But for the p, so for the dipole moment we will use p is equal to q and distance as 2a. We will use distance as 2a. You know why? To use 2a, the half distance will be simply a, and that will simplify our equations in the future. So just assume that the distance between the 2-point charge is 2a, then our dipole moment is p is equal to q into 2a. Okay, so this is the dipole moment. So as a science student, you must have been satisfying why they have decided to use this equation, because dipole moment gives idea about the dipole, its strength, nature. How so? Because we have the value of charge here, we have the distance between them. What else we need? Nothing. This is fine. Okay, the rest question is, it is scalar or vector quantity. So let's give it a try. Here q, that is charge, that is scalar quantity, but 2a, that is the distance or say displacement, that is somewhat vector. So this is the vector, hence here p is the vector quantity. Okay, so the dipole moment is vector quantity. We usually remember p is equal to 2aq, okay, and it is the vector quantity, and the unit for the dipole moment here is the distance. 2a means the distance, a is the distance, so it is unit meter, and for charge it is coulomb, so coulomb capital, so it is coulomb meter. Okay, mostly some student in very hurry, they write unit coulomb meter something like this. It seems like centimeter, so must be very conscious that coulomb must be capital and meter should be small. So this is the dipole moment. Now we have said that dipole moment is vector quantity. So in what direction? If it is a vector quantity, then there must be the direction. So we will direction from negative to positive. In this direction, this is the direction of dipole moment. And by what authority, what gives the authority to decide negative to positive? What are the reason? This reason can be satisfied in chapter 5. In chapter 5, magnetism, we will use some equations. You know that in the bar magnet, okay, let me tell you here. In the bar magnet, we have north pole and south pole. You also remember the electric field that emerges out from the north pole and that ends in the south pole. Okay, and inside the bar magnet, it goes from south to north. Okay, to compare this situation to our dipole situation, like positive and negative, we must decide the direction of dipole moment in this negative to positive, just like south to north. Rest thing you will understand in chapter 5 when we compare the equations of chapter 1-2 to the chapter 4-5. We will need this. South to north direction must be similar to negative to positive direction. Hence we for now decide the direction of dipole moment from negative to positive. So here is the thing, the definition: a system of two equal and opposite charges, two equal but opposite charges separated by finite distance. Okay, it is the finite distance, so there must not be infinite distance between them. Finite means 2 microampere, 1 microampere, whatever it is, but distance that can be calculated. finite distance is called electric dipole. A system of two equal and opposite charges, say it is the negative charges, here is the positive charges, and separated by finite distance, say 2a, and that makes the electric dipole. Okay, so electric dipole moment of the system can be defined as follows: P vector is equal to Q to A vector. So how this is derived, I have explained all I can. I have told you that here is the charge that gives the idea of how much charge in the system. Here is the distance of 2a. Why 2a? Because half distance will be a, and that will simplify our equations. So P is equal to Q to A. The SI unit of electric dipole is coulomb meter. Okay, electric dipole is vector quantity in direction is from negative charge to positive charge. I also give the reason, okay, here. So the net electric charge on okay, so this is to understand the net electric charge on electric dipole is 0. The net charge is 0 because here is the minus q, here is the plus q, so total charge of the system is 0, but electric field is not 0. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड जीरो नहीं होगा क्योंकि ये दोनों चार्ज है वो सेपरेटेड है. ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज है उसका इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कुछ बाहर निकल की इस तरफ आउटवर्ड डायरेक्शन में होगा, इधर नेगेटिव चार्ज है उसका अंदर जाती डायरेक्शन में होगा. मतलब टोटल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है वो जीरो नहीं होगा सिंस द पॉजिटिव ऑफ द टू चार्ज, सिंस द पोजिशन ऑफ द टू चार्ज इज डिफरेंट. इफ लिमिट q टेंड्स टू 0 and 2a टेंड्स टू q tends to infinity and 2a tends to 0, then P is equal to 2aq. Dipole is called point charge. This is just to understand. Okay, let me tell you that is. अगर हम कोई डायपोल कंसीडर करते हैं जिसमें Q जो है that tends to infinity, मतलब उसकी वैल्यू ज़्यादा होगी, और 2a tends to 0, मतलब डिस्टेंस जो सेपरेशन है उसके बीच में वो मतलब कम होगा, जीरो तो नहीं होगा, मतलब जीरो के नज़दीक होगा. तो वो डायपोल कैसा दिखेगा? समझो कि यहाँ पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज है ये वाला, और जो नेगेटिव चार्ज है वो ऐसे रहेगा. दोनों एकदम नज़दीक में होंगे, उसका जो सेंटर ऑफ चार्ज है वो एकदम नज़दीक रहेगा. तो दोनों के बीच में जो डिस्टेंस है वो कंपेरेटिवली लो, मतलब जीरो के समथिंग अराउंड रहेगा. एग्जैक्टली जीरो तो कभी नहीं बनेगा. और जो चार्ज है उसकी वैल्यू ज़्यादा होगी तो वो पॉइंट चार्ज है, पॉइंट चार्ज कहलाएगा. ये प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में ऐसा दिखने मिलता है, मतलब इसका मेंशन यहाँ पर किया है. सो इन द नेक्स्ट थियरी वी विल सी अवर IMP टॉपिक इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड एट द पॉइंट ऑफ एक्सिस ऑफ द डायपोल. तो ये जो आगे की बात थी, कोई भी थियरी आए तो इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोल, हाउ टू एक्सप्लेन इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोल, इसमें लिखना है. क्या लिखना है वो मैं आपको अगले वीडियो में बताऊंगा कि इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोल क्या है, उसकी डेफिनेशन वगैरह. पर हमारे जो दो इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस है वो यहाँ से शुरू होते हैं. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड एट द पॉइंट ऑन एक्सिस एंड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ऑन द इक्वेटर. सो ये दोनों जो क्वेश्चंस है उसमें कैलकुलेशंस थोड़े हैं, तो ये दोनों जो क्वेश्चंस हैं हमें समझने हैं. तो अगर यहाँ पर एक्सप्लेन करने जाते तो वीडियो की लेंथ ज़्यादा हो जाएगी. सो ये हम नेक्स्ट पार्ट में देखते हैं. इसके रिगार्डिंग कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो तो आपको मुझे मैसेज करना है कि ये बात समझ में नहीं आई. आई विल ट्राई माई बेस्ट. थैंक यू.